I'm concerned that, like, I should be able to rewind time, but we haven't assigned that button yet.
As soon as you travel through time, you can.
Press
really?
start and we can check.
No. The sprite seems very confident.
It should be one of the triggers or something like that.
Glory shall be out.
Double weapon tutorial.
Those things sound like fucking Claptrap from Borderlands as well.
Oh yes, I've learned the combo that lets me can use my secondary weapon. This is it. The game has changed. Oh yes.
Viewer, just so we're clear, I'm not a big fan of like complicated combat or combos or any of that crap, but I loved Warrior Within because you could button mash the 3 things if you were surrounded by enemies. And you know what? You'd do something. Sometimes you'd do weird shit, it'd be brilliant. Sometimes you then send yourself, like, backflipping and then sprint off the edge, which is a bit annoying. But, to be fair, that was my fault, because I didn't learn the combos.
He was in Brutal Legend.
Who's seen Brutal Legend? I love Brutal Legend. It's a great game.
Additional voices. Because everyone in Brutal Legend was bafflingly voiced by an actual like rock or metal singer.
Yeah,
the voice cast of Brutal Legend is incredible.
We should maybe consider doing it on the channel, because like the first bit of Brutal Legend in particular is brilliant.
Yeah.
It quickly goes downhill, unfortunately, but the first bit's incredible. I really enjoyed Brutal Legend for a while. But yeah, like you're very right, Sprite.
Just
like,
looking at the voice cast for it: Jack Black, Tim Curry, Rob Halford, David Bowie,
Ozzy Osbourne,
Yeah.
Lemmy Kilmister. Yeah,
it's incredible voice.
they're all there. Anyway, I agree with you, Sprite.
Yeah.
Like, if you just mashed buttons in this game, the Prince would do some spectacular aeronautic, acrobatic nonsense.
Which was just fun.
It was very fun. It was never more effective than just hitting the basic attack button, but it looked rad.
No, there's a couple that I used to love that I did learn, but it was only 1 or 2 that I knew. I'd be able to do them on a keyboard, on a controller, but I can't tell you what they are.
He did a lot of Orky voices in Dawn of War 2. He was Backstabber Commando Knob in that.
Commando Knob?
Knobs are a certain type of orc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is like, absolutely a... So the orcs in 40k are explicitly based off
Doctor, what do you think is through here?
a different time.
A time portal. Interestingly, see these here, the water, that will become important later. I'm really glad they seeded this so early. There's some really good game design here.
Yeah.
Are these save points? These
Yeah, the little
fountains?
water basins. But like, seems like I get checkpoints independent of that.
That's good, at least.
You do. Bard, I'm going to recommend that you start saving at least 2 separate ones.
Just in case it's a glitch.
There's a couple of known glitches.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Like, she's not pixely anymore.
Yeah. You can tell when we go into a pre-rendered cutscene because they're not in full widescreen as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because these aren't in-engine, so they can't be... They're just pre-recorded at whatever resolution they were at.
If I remember correctly, she's about to kick him really hard in the teeth again. Which is...
Is he going to call her a bitch?
He might do. I mean, it's no less than he deserves at this point. And then... Boof!
Wow.
Right with a high heel, the stiletto.
Also, that was weird because it was almost like we were in her head. Like,
Yeah.
I can't work out where the camera was for that, but I think it was...
Oh, I can now travel backwards in
There we
time.
go.
That's what I wanted. I'll just demonstrate how this works, because it's one of the game's central gameplay mechanics, and it's great. So, like, rather than have additional lives, I can... Oh, no. Oh.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
We can just cut this.
Ha! Well, we can watch the animation again.
That's quite cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
it is pretty cool.
What
So,
I will
like,
say is, I suspect this is probably just because it's on a very modern PC, but the transition between gameplay and cutscene is very fast and smooth.
Yeah.
But I suspect that's possibly just because it's on a modern M.2 SSD, rather than...
I don't remember it being a big deal. Like, what the game eventually does is that you have to travel into the past to fix something, and then when you return to the present,
Yeah.
the environment is different as a consequence.
Ah, the classic, yes.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know of another game that did it quite this way, but I'm sure there were, but I still like it.
Yeah, one of the Zelda games has a really cool time travel themed dungeon where you basically have
The old man spoke of.
these, they're called time shift orbs, and they bring a certain radius around themselves back in time, but they are movable, so you create like a pocket that's in a different time. So like
Oh.
mechanisms that in the present are broken, like so doors which are rusted to nothing and thing. If you try and bring this orb through them, as soon as the orb's near them, they'll spring back up to being a fully functional door which is locked and stuff like that. It's quite cool, and that's a desert kind of area, so I'm getting vibes of the Lanaroo mining facility from this.
There you go. So the traps in this game range from absolutely devilish to Adam West Batman level of absurd.
Oh, Bard, your timing was brilliant. You nearly drowned the Doctor.
Yeah.
He's the one the Empress wants dead. Oh, I'm getting such flashbacks.
I
I
need
love
to find
it.
out who voices these guys because I genuinely think it might be Claptrap from Borderlands.
They're not very threatening. There are eventually, like, so obviously the default strategy is just to jump over their heads and cut them in half. Eventually we meet enemies who will thwart you when you try and do that to them. But these basic goons aren't up to much, really. Look, it's the room that I was just in, except restored.
Fancy.
This guy has voiced everything and everything.
What the
He
voice
was
of the
he was the voice of George Washington in Assassin's Creed 3.
the
Prince.
The prince.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I can't get to the top of it, but the sprite's looking very excited. Is it because of the music?
It's because of the music.
Get me his weapon. That's it.
This is basically Canadian orchestral rock Godsmack.
Do you remember that Lego Marvel superheroes game that we played briefly?
Yeah.
He was Rhino, Aldrich Killian, Arnim Zola, the Punisher, and Union Jack in that.
That's the first range of voices that he's...
Yeah, he just seems to be diverse.
Oh, and a little bit slow-mo!
Yeah, just the slow-mo for certain kills.
It really does feel like Zack Snyder was involved somewhere in the production of this game.
That's unfortunate.
I mean that as a compliment, but I see why you don't agree, Doctor.
Not a fan of that man. I'm sure he's a fine person, but his films are all wanky nonsense.
I like his films. I know despite like some of them.
I'm just enjoying the music. You guys can't bring me down with depressing films.
I would really
Sin City's
enjoy
actually
this
not.
so
Yeah,
far.
is he Sin City did?
Did he do Sin City?
Did he?
Yeah,
Zack Snyder.
I think
yeah.
so.
Oh, well,
I think
that's excellent.
I think he directs and Frank Miller is like producing.
Yes.
and
Possibly
writing.
same with Watchmen.
I don't think Frank Miller was involved, but Zack Snyder did make Watchmen.
Yeah.
That's his baby.
What an odd way of climbing. I mean, it makes sense, but it looks really awkward.
Oh. I do remember that I hated the pillars in this game. They really, really pissed me off.
Yeah.
And there's bits later in the game, I'm pretty sure, where, like, as you climb the pillar, it falls.
Oh, wrong direction.
Yeah, I know, that's gonna happen a lot. Sorry.
No problem.
Go on.
On the plus side, we get
Jump
killer
on,
music while we're
jump
doing
up on that
this.
pole. That's a good prince. What? There we go. Is it worth, like, is there anything in these chests, right, that's actually worth me collecting?
I've not bothered with any recollection of the artwork, but feel free to crack them open. We can have a look at them.
But it is only artwork, I don't get better
Yeah.
weapons or
No,
like, upgrades
nothing.
or anything. Okay. Ooh, barely made that, but still made it.
Drop down.
Which is why can't he just walk around that corner?
Because the thing overhangs it.
Ah, forgive me. There we go. And hop! When did parkour rise to prominence? Was it before?
Around this time, actually, parkour is one of the things that they reference with the way that the prince moves, but the prince had to move in a particular way because the original Prince of Persia games were renowned for their unusual movement, including the way that that he used to run and jump was very jerky. So in the original one, you would just press the direction button and he would lurch, sprint forward in one direction.
I remember that from my attempt to play that.
And you'd press up for him to jump, so doing a run jump was basically impossible. It was part of the issues of controlling him. But because he was based on this rotoscoping, he had really weird, really smooth movements for a game character.
Oh, cool.
And the original Tomb Raiders and stuff were actually based off that feel of game, that puzzly.
Yeah, I remember from the bit I
character.
played of Sands of Time, its controls were pretty clunky for the
What happened
movements.
there?
Yeah.
I remember it feeling a bit weird. I think you couldn't freely control the camera. It would only move in
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that?
orthogonal direction, not orthogonal, cardinal kind of directions. And it felt very not claustrophobic, but very kind of clunky and stuff.
There are people who call Sands of Time a masterpiece, and I'm not qualified to confirm or deny that, but it's very good. It's just the combat was very repetitive.
Yeah.
One of the things
What
that
is-
they
what does
dealt
that
with,
do?
you can technically get it's a life upgrade. You can get it now, but you're better off waiting until you get a perk, which means you can slow down time.
Is that when that opens?
Yeah,
I don't think I'll be able to get it. 'Cause
you
I think I need to slow.
technically can, but it's a fucking pain in the ass.
You
So don't
better get around
bother.
here when you've got another sand container or whatever this game calls it.
No, you can slow down time. Basically,
you
you
can-
can
you can
roll
do
over
that.
it, you can sprint onto the stairs and then roll all the way up, and you will technically just make it, but don't bother. It took me half an hour.
Okay, I'll give not this time. I'm gonna give it one try, and if I don't get it, we'll come back.
Cool.
Because the life upgrades are very much worth getting. I think I could do that.
You're already too slow.
Wow. Get fucked, says the sprite.
Go, 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 roll, 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 go, 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 go. Oh, come on!
You got stuck on that plant pot at the end.
I'm doing it again.
Okay.
Yeah, that feels doable.
It is doable. Even I managed to do
It feels doable by the bard. Yeah.
Yeah, like I managed to do it, which tells you it's pretty fucking
Does he run
easy.
faster going... He does, he runs faster going down the stairs.
Yeah,
Yes.
so would you.
I know, of course I would. Like, I've just been running and like running uphill, and I know the difference, but like I'm glad the game developers do. Come on, go,
As I
roll,
say,
roll,
the movement
roll.
in Prince of Persia
Bruise
is
the
really
shoulders.
important.
Ooh, that was close enough that you got hit by it.
Yeah.
Back to hell with it. It's not that. I'll come back.
Okay, then go up the stairs.
I gotta go up the stairs. I
think so.
I think I'm going down through here.
Don't you?
I think it's back the way that I came.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But let's see what's behind this door anyway. Huh!
Unnecessary flip. He could just jump up and slap that thing, but he didn't.
Oh, this is the room I was just in. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Groovy.
you're full of shit, right?
Apologies.
It's okay. Everyone makes.
Yeah, you didn't have that in your fucking 10 pages of notes, did you?
No, I
Sorry,
don't.
that was unnecessary.
That was just mean. Oh.
No, I have.
It's just rare to have. It's rare to have a game, a series that we do that involves a lot of gameplay and someone with a lot of planned notes, and neither of those roles are me. I just sit here and press record and talk. Oh, fuck! Don't even do that well, apparently.
Ayo.
I was trying to say talk shit, and I couldn't even get that out.
Wow.
It's because you're too busy attempting to be sassy. You know that's Disturbed, not Godsmack. Get your fucking bands right.
Sad wow.
Hey, daughter, why don't you look at this photograph, right, and tell me what you see?
Every time I do
Stop it.
makes me
Photograp's a
laugh.
legitimately good song.
No. Oh.
How did our eyes get so red?
Neither of you are welcome in my house.
It's my fucking house, mate.
Damn it. That's half.
The only fate worse than this viewership is being trapped in the room with them. Oh, not these fuckers! I hate these fuckers.
I will buy your ass out of the mortgage if you sing any more Nickelback.
That's not true.
That's a bold threat.
I don't think I can do that.
You cannot.
Hold still, you little dick, so I can hurl this at you. Oh, no, it didn't work. Okay.
Yeah, you squished one of them,
I
didn't
don't
it?
think I did, because
Oh.
I think if these guys are really fragile, but really dickish to try and... Yep, cut them in half.
They don't look like they should be bisectable in that way.
Oh yeah. Right. And they have infinite...
What's all the
knives.
glowing runes in the top left?
Oh, those are
They're just-
my sand... Oh, look at it. Decapitation!
The runes aren't particularly important. So the crescent moon
Is his
thing
sandometer?
is how long you have of a particular power up,
Yeah.
or how far back you can extend time.
Does
the
that
dots are,
increase as the game goes on? Are there like sand
No.
meter upgrades? Okay, that's just fixed. The dots
That's
are,
fixed, but the dots are the number of sand containers you can have. So at the moment you have
Okay.
3, but you end up having 5 by the looks of things,
Yeah.
or maybe
Fuckers
6.
can't come any further,
Looks
can
like
you?
6.
And the runes, I don't think actually mean anything
They're
in
just
particular.
fluff.
And obviously the
The weapon
blue
is the
meter
weapon.
is your health, and the weapon is your secondary weapon, if you have one.
Which seems to have some kind of
oh.
crude axe.
That's
What?
it. Back, you devils!
That does not look right. He's fighting in the crab fashion.
This is surprisingly effective. I can do this every combat. That's it. Get him, Prince. Ow. Okay, that was great while it lasted. Can I just take his weapon and then immediately throw it at this guy? Can I? Oh no, I've got to get stun locked. I throw it. Oh, at the other guy. Throw it. Hit him with the face. I missed it.
Don't you know, Prince, you can't kill a shadow.
I think eventually I can like grab them and like do bad things to them, but like not yet.
I literally have no recollection of these things.
You can take a human shield at one point. Let me see if I can do that. Oh yeah, like, oh, whoa!
Yeah, the game be a little glitchy, which is why I want you to have 2 saves just in case.
It's an older game, it's fine. Like I think I can actually grab him though if he holds still for a minute. Let's do this. Oh!
Don't do that.
Nope. Rewinding time!
There you go. That's
Sensible.
what you meant to
Nope.
show off earlier.
Nope. Okay. No matter. I'll demonstrate it on another guy at some later point. But there will be more hordes of enemies for me to bisect, as the doctor says.
Oh yes, there will.
Okay, I think I gotta just jump beyond that, don't I? Right,
You
here we
can wall run it, I think.
go. What? Nice one, Sprite. Thank you. Hot. And there we go. And up. And up. Nathan Drake, eat your heart out.
Yes.
This guy shits on Drake.
Yes, he does.
I think the voice actor may have also been in Uncharted. He seems to have been in everything. He played a demon in one live action episode of Buffy.
Of course he did.
I hope it was the internet demon.
The demon of the internet.
I hope
Genuinely, yeah, that's a real...
Right, y'all ready for this?
Yes.
Oh yeah! God, I love wall running.
You enjoyed that far too much.
Yeah, I wish I was good at parkour. I did one parkour training session once, and it turns out I am neither balanced nor coordinated enough to do parkour.
And yet I'm surprisingly good at it.
Are you really?
Yeah, I did it a fair bit when I was younger.
I didn't believe him, and then we were in some woods or something, and you just did like a standing leap that was really far, and you were like, "You've just got to commit, and then it's fine." And I was just like,
That was one of the main things that they taught you, is basically you can, if you actually fully throw like your body weight into a jump and commit, you can usually go about half again as far as you think you can. But if you kind of pull back for safety reasons, you can't.
"Yeah."
I mean, there's not
safety.
a massive gulf between some of the things that Prince does in this game and what actual parkour people can do in reality, I guess.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, yeah,
overall-
like that flip he does over their heads, like there's no, that's not an option.
No,
He just jumps and ends up 9 feet in the air. You can't just do that.
No, you can do it because they're in a power stance. You can sprint off someone's knee and do that. You can do it in gymnastics.
Yeah, I
but
suppose it's
usually
like-
your person has to.
I suppose
help
it's like
you.
when rugby players chuck one another up.
Yeah.
To be fair, like, a lot of that is like those are massive dudes to begin
It
with.
is impressive when you see that basically just like pick a guy up by his waist and chuck him like 10 feet in the air.
Yeah. So yeah, but you see the way that they've got they're in power stances, so their knees are quite bent. You can leap off their knee, but no enemy would allow you to do that. That's the
I mean, I'm getting the impression these
Separation
guys
between fiction and
aren't the
reality.
smartest, but yeah.
They're not. I don't think I can make that jump. Maybe
okay.
if
The
I-
Crowmaster would not allow you to do it.
Maybe if I. Yeah! God, I'm good at this. I'm role playing as the prince. He's arrogant, you see. This one. I am a little concerned that, like, I don't know if I can make that jump in the reverse.
No, I think
Probably not.
this is a one-way gate.
Although I would say the prince isn't meant to be arrogant now. He's meant to
Yeah, he's meant to
have
improve.
you know, he experiences fear, and he is like aware of his own mortality.
Yeah, like Farah, that's one of the nice points in the first game, is that Farah kind of softens him a little bit, which is quite sweet actually when you play through it.
Yeah.
So in answer to your question from a while ago, Bard, about did they use any rotoscoping in this game? Not directly, but they had theatre actors act out most of the cutscenes, which they
Oh.
filmed and then based the animations and the movements of the characters on that. So they had like references in that way. They weren't directly animated from, but
That's cool.
yeah.
Same way with Lion King.
Oh, nope, 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 nope. Let's try that again. Right.
There you go.
There we go. He made it that time. I don't know why he made it that time and not the first time, but maybe he was tired before. I mean, like, obviously, the prince is a beyond Olympic level athlete. I'm saying here, Chris, come on, get your shit together. I could make that jump, man.
Yeah, the theatre team worked with minimal props and outfits and filmed 15 minutes of footage over 2 days, and then basically the animation team used them for all the references.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
There's a lot of things about this game that are very cool.
Yes.
Not the traps. The traps I struggle with.
I love the traps. I think the traps are really important.
I concur. They're challenging. A little too challenging, perhaps.
Well, how long do you think it took them to make this game?
Ow, 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 ow. I don't know actually, Sprite. Tell me.
They built the game in a year. However, Ubisoft took on 60 new staff in order to build this game.
Damn.
And something that I find really baffling, the man who created the first Prince of Persia games, what was his name? Mechner? Someone Mechner?
How do you know that?
I've got notes.
Oh, okay. I'm not as impressed, but still cool.
Mechner.
How shit is this sword? He's like, sorry, carry on, Sprite.
Okay. Mechner was unable to work on this game once it was bought by Ubisoft because he was writing the screenplay. Now, just so we're clear, this game was being made in 2003. The film didn't come out until 2007.
Yeah, but films take a long time in production. Like, writing the script of a film, in like a screenplay, I would expect to happen, a long time before.
Yeah, but you think you could squeeze the two of them in, but apparently not.
Like, the screenplay for Lord of the Rings was written and mostly finished in 1994.
Oh my
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm kind of glad that Merkner didn't work on this. He didn't like this game at all.
Did he
He
not?
didn't like the feel of it. He didn't like the fact that it was grungy. He didn't like the sexual elements, although there's a whole thing about that as well. And he didn't like the grown-up and gothy and angry prince.
To be fair, it's quite a mean-spirited game. even as someone who loves it, it's a bit mean-spirited sometimes.
Why?
Although, I love this bit. Hang on. I think I can make it.
You understand you were meant to wall run that, right?
I mean, I could have done, or I could have run across it, looked badass, which is what I did.
Okay. But yeah, Mercenary didn't like this feel at all. Whereas I personally, I like the fact that the prince he's older, he's more jaded, and he's accepting his fate. Like, well, okay, he's not accepting his fate, but he's facing the fear, like the possibility of death, the prospect of death.
Yeah, which is what's making him quite emo, to be fair. But like, I think it's a game that understands its audience, right? I mean, like, this is a game which is clearly marketed at the people who were playing video games in the mid-noughties, which was teenage boys.
And me.
And yourself,
Yeah,
right?
the amount of in common between this guy and Bruce Wayne is surprising.
Yeah,
No, come on, he's more emotionally mature than Bruce Wayne.
Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
like, I found Masonry that's more emotionally mature than Bruce Wayne now.
Masonry's pretty emotionally mature. It's solid.
I think it's. I don't know if we ever learned directly, but I don't think he's the crown Prince of Persia. I think.
That's from the
ninjas!
film. It never really.
He's not the crown prince, though, is he?
Okay, in the film he's not, which was written by Mercenary, and Mercenary is the creator of this.
Okay, I know we can't take that as canon.
His character's also kind of referenced and involved in a side quest in the
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, in Odyssey, the Greek one.
Yes.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He is. Yeah. You. Okay. He's very, very old. But you meet
Yeah, he's
him.
like old and like exiled and tells you some of the story, and it's basically just the kind of the plot of these games in a way.
That's rad. I didn't know that.
It's all still Ubisoft, so
Oh, I forgot I can't jump over her head. Right.
No, she's a
Ninja woman.
ninja woman.
She could teleport, basically, and leap around.
She can.
So the guy you were saying, Inonzo, who did the music for all the cutscenes in this, also did the music for all the cinematics in Dawn of War.
Oh, did you see that? Like, I did a spinny
Yes.
thing and she just jumped over me. And yeah, God, I love the combat in this game.
I love the combat in this game and the music.
I don't even mind that she's kicking my ass. Like, it looks great.
You don't mind if you're getting your ass kicked as long as it looks good.
Oh, she dodged me again. Like, come here. Right, okay, I know how to deal with the likes of you. Alright. Yep.
Psychopath.
Yeah, it's a... This sword is trash. I just stabbed her in the heart. And she's like, yep, fine.
Yeah.
Come here. Right, we'll just do that again.
Well, while we're having an extended fight scene, Bart,
Ooh.
have you ever seen the Sands of Time game?
The Sands of Time game? Yeah, I played it through several times.
So you know about the combat being very different in the Sands of Time.
Yeah,
You know we were talking about that like 10 minutes ago,
We
right?
were, but then we moved on too quickly because you guys talk at the rate of fucking knots
we do talk a lot, Doctor.
and very fast. And you think giving people a gap is
Yeah, but
giving
it's more
them
like
3/3 of a
Yeah,
second?
but it's more that you were like, have you played that game, Bart? It's like, you know he has. The viewer knows he has.
I legit couldn't remember. Do you have any idea how fast you guys talk?
Anyway, Sprite, please proceed.
So, when they were making this game, they got together and they got all of the feedback from the first game, and they're like, "How do we not fall into these pitfalls? How do we not, how do we improve on the previous game?" So they had a whole thing about what they were going to do, and one of the things was people complained that the combat in Sands of Time, you'd have these big pockets that were deeply intense, and they lasted a really long time, and they were slow and like a bit grueling. So in Warrior Within, you have all of these, enemies all over the place. They're all pretty easy to fight, and then they brought in things being like, well, we'll make it look cool because obviously we're appealing to these, darker, edgier boys. And that's how the evolution of the fight sequences went with Warrior Within,
Rad.
which I think is really cool because I think it shows that it is. I think of this as an improvement on Sands of Time, except for you don't get the what's he called? Is he not sassy, but like the way that he and Farah talk to each other.
There's not as much. He doesn't really have another character to banter with. Which
Yeah,
is a
there's no
bit of a shame.
banter.
Like, that wouldn't be appropriate for the tone that they're trying to strike here anyway.
Exactly. This one's
Yeah,
about
with the metal
introspection.
music and stuff like that, they've gone a darker.
They have gone
I think
darker.
it's a refinement in many ways, though. The combat is marketed now. I remember this bit because there's
Yes.
going to be a ninja lady that drops down in front of me, and I'm going to have to deal with that.
Yes.
Maybe not at this beam. There'll be another beam.
Yeah.